If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill go in on each other, and the culture attacks Gayle King. Plus, Fivio Foreign just got herself a Drake feature. Let's talk hip-hop. So this whole situation is crazy, it's petty, and y'all know Nicki Minaj is coming out with music pretty soon, so probably has to do with all this, right? So the whole situation is that Meek Mill apparently went on Instagram and liked somebody's post, and they were making fun of Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Zoo Petty, right? And I don't know what the post was, but clearly Nicki Minaj does, because she was creeping around Instagram in order to see that Meek Mill liked somebody's post, right? So anyway, when Nicki Minaj saw that Meek Mill liked the post, she went on Twitter and she went on Instagram to start making fun of Meek Mill, right? So the first thing that she did was she went on Instagram on her story and she put up this crazy ass picture of Meek Mill wearing like high waters, right? And then she says, "You a clown, you do it for likes. Twitter fingers, beat women, scared of men," right? And then she goes on Twitter to go in on Meek Mill, right? So she goes, "Nigga been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My nigga, move on. I know you're bitch embarrassed. You shitted on yourself in the store when you got pressed though," right? Then she follows that up with, "You beat your own sister and taped it. Spit on her, taped it. Kicked me in front of your mother." So now she's accusing Meek Mill of domestic violence against her mom, his mom, and his sister, right? "Kicked me in front of your mother, sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake dick made you feel like you the man again. Move on," right? So Meek Mill sees this and responds to Nicki Minaj, right? So the first thing he says is, "The only way you could try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Let's talk about your brother, right? Convicted of rape, and you knew that, and you paid for his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too. And I know that you know. I know you know, and you want to crash your boyfriend with me, and I won't let you do it," right? Then he follows it up and says, "You sad and you willing to crash your man because you losing now, and everybody in the industry knows that you are a bad person. You been knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you," right? And then he follows it up with, "Surrounded by rapists talking what? Stop playing. Stop playing. You picked a great time to be saying I ever put my hands on you," right? "You full of hate, and the whole industry knows that you full of hate. Your bag is getting low, and that's why you want to destroy me now," right? So basically, they were just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, right? All of this is happening like 2 days after Nicki Minaj dropped that clip for that new song, Yikes, right? And then I did see somewhere that Nicki Minaj like apologized and said that, you know, she didn't mean to say anything bad about Rosa Parks, but Nicki Minaj also went on Instagram right in the middle of all this and made it very clear that she said, "I never said this. I had no clue that anyone was mad, and I don't care. Yikes." So she doesn't even care about the fact that anybody was mad about the Rosa Parks thing, right? So Nicki Minaj was really like walking into her super villain role and accepting it. It's almost like she's a female 6ix9ine. It's almost like she loves when people are mad at her now. It's almost like she loves trolling people. It's almost like she likes being the bad guy, right? So then a bunch of barbs, you know, start attacking Meek Mill and making fun of his high waters and saying that you're trying to deflect your wrongdoings by just calling out Nicki Minaj's brother when Nicki Minaj had nothing to do with what her brother did. And it is true, her brother just got convicted of 25 years in prison for raping a little girl, right? And then Meek Mill responds to the barbs and basically says, "My girl is pregnant and watching me tweet about my ex is very clownish. I'ma exit." So at that point, Meek Mill kind of just decided to exit out of the whole thing, but not before saying, "Go to church, leave me alone. I can't believe y'all people in the industry let people like this survive for so long in the game, knowing that they're really nasty people and they have a nasty upbringing. Everybody really knows what's going on. I'm powerful and I'm not scared to speak up, right? So after that, Meek was done. Nicki didn't respond again, right? And I hear you, Meek, right? And I think that in this situation specifically, I kind of think that Nicki Minaj is instigating a situation that might not have even have been a situation, but of course she's trying to get the buzz going because she's coming out with new music. And like I said, she likes being the bad guy, right? And if that's the whole persona that she wants to walk into and take on and accept, then that's cool, right? But my whole thing about Meek is he's talking about, I can't believe y'all let people in the industry like this survive for so long, knowing that they're nasty and bad and everything like that. But you was co-signing Nicki Minaj too, man. You are one of the direct and specific reasons why Nicki Minaj is as big as she is, because you were her boyfriend for 2 years and both of y'all was co-signing each other's bullshit, right? So now that y'all had a falling out, all of a sudden Nicki Minaj is bad and blah, 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 right? That's all I'm saying. But I do agree with Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill in this situation. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
It's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, the case it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that that's how we should leave it.
Gayle King, why the fuck would you ask some shit like that? I don't give a fuck who friend it is. I don't give a fuck she can Obama. Why the fuck would you do something like that? Why would you do that to your people? You know what people going through, right? Why would you ask a fucking question like that, trying to tarnish somebody's image? You do that to your own black people. You sad. I'm finna fire your ass up. You sad, bro.
All right, so that was a clip of Gayle King and Lisa Leslie doing an interview. Basically, Gayle King interviewed Lisa Leslie yesterday on CBS, right? And then that was Boosie responding to the interview, because this little clip right here from the interview went viral, right? So the whole situation is that CBS put out this clip on their Twitter, and of course they're going to put out the most, hot take. They're gonna put out the craziest thing of the interview that they could find, right? Kobe Bryant just died, emotions are running high. Gayle King asked Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant, right? Well, they were talking about him pretty much for the whole interview, but she started asking Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant's sexual assault allegations, right? But basically the whole situation happened is some woman, back in 2003 accused Kobe Bryant of rape, and Kobe Bryant actually got arrested and then was gonna go to trial. But then the judge actually threw the trial out because that woman decided that she didn't want to testify. So that kind of looked a little bit suspicious, like you probably are lying if you don't want to testify and get on the stand and talk about what really happened, right? So they threw it out for lack of evidence, but then she did follow up with that and sued Kobe Bryant for like a couple $1 million. I think it was like $100 million. And then Kobe Bryant actually had to settle out of court with her, probably for like $50 million, like a lot of money, right? Once he paid her and settled out of court, she basically shut up and didn't talk about it anymore, right? So some people look at that as an admission of guilt if you're gonna pay somebody out of court. Other people look at it as, yo, I just want to shut this person up. They try to extort me for money. It's legal extortion. Let me just get rid of it and handle it like that, right? So Lisa Leslie responded to Gayle King when Gayle King asked about that whole situation and was like, listen, I think that you should just leave it alone, right? You had many times over the years, keep in mind, this happened like almost 20 years ago, 2003, it is 2020, right? 17 years ago, right? So Lisa Leslie was like, you had many years to ask Kobe Bryant about this specifically, yourself. So why are you asking me, right? She says that he paid his dues, it went to trial, it was dismissed. So to me, that tells me that he's not guilty and you should leave that alone and not try to tarnish his legacy, right? That's what Lisa Leslie said to her, right? And then She was persistent. She kept on asking about that same situation in different ways, right? Which is insane and crazy. So not only Boosie got upset about this whole thing, but Snoop Dogg got upset about it too.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call him one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
All right, so as you can see, Snoop Dogg called her a straight up funky dog-headed ass bitch, right? And he's mad that she even decided to bring that up in the first place, right? So now we got Boosie, now we got Snoop, and Young Dolph actually saw this and responded to Gayle King too.
Whoever the Gayle King bitch is, I don't know who she is, never heard of her, don't give a damn about her, who fuck she, I don't give a damn who she is, but that bitch reaching too hard. Man, somebody need to get with that bitch.
Now, that is Young Dolph. For y'all that's like, yo, that ain't Young Dolph. Just so you know, now he has a beard, right? So he also went on Instagram and was like, I'm sick of these females calling me cute and shit because I grew a beard. That's the whole purpose of growing a beard, for them to think it's ugly, right? Funny as hell. But anyway, back to Gayle King, right? So when Gayle King saw all of this and everything, she basically was upset and was like, oh my God, I can't believe that everybody thinks that, I did this on purpose, or that I'm trying to mess up Kobe Bryant's legacy. So even though she was advised not to say anything, she actually went on Instagram herself to respond to everybody.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you, people will troll you, it'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me.
And basically, Gayle King is trying to say that she felt like it was a good interview. The reason why she kept on being persistent and asking the same question is because she wanted to make sure that Lisa Leslie's position was the same, that she, met Kobe Bryant a few times, and that, every interaction she had with him was great and good and positive, and she didn't mean anything by it, and she was just being a reporter, right? And that basically she's sorry, right? But here's my whole thing, right? With Gayle King and also with Oprah Winfrey, both of them, I feel like they want to be a reporter so bad, and they want to get that exclusive interview or the exclusive question or, the hot take so bad that they forget about being a black woman first, right? Like for black men, right? We look at black women as nurturers and, the mother, right? We look at black women as somebody that's trying to, or supposed to, protect a black man and his reputation at all costs, right? Just like the black man, the king, would protect his black woman at all costs, right? So it's just weird and crazy and funny to see a Gayle King or an Oprah who's trying to come at Russell Simmons, or a Gayle King who comes after, Russell Simmons or R. Kelly, even though R. Kelly did do that shit, or come after a Kobe Bryant, when, black men have enough bullets aiming towards them in America already, right? From the police and society and the way that other people look at black men, right? So for then you, a black woman, Gayle King, to, if you're supposed to be protecting your black man, but instead you are aiming at the black man too, it's just a little bit crazy and hypocritical and a little bit like off. Like, do you not know like what's going on in the world? You know what I mean? But then again, Gayle King, I don't know, man. She's not in the culture, but you get what I'm saying. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Skirt round in your hands, host outside on 10, not like them. Make men lean out bends, that's how men get blend. You and your friends, this time far from runway, this ain't Ralph Lauren. Tell them again, love to way back when. So I typed your 10, but don't hit send. Send some bread to the pen. All my G's are blessed, we checking for them.
Yo, Drake know what's up, right? So a lot of people always have this criticism when it comes to Drake, right? How does he keep reinventing himself? How's he been in the game so long? How's he been #1 for so long? How is he the #1 selling artist ever, right? Oh, well, Drake, what he does is he finds the hottest, this is what people say, the hottest artist that's about to come out right now, and then attaches himself to them, right? He did it with the Migos. Versace had, Medusa had on me like I'm Illuminati. Before the Migos even was real popular, Drake jumped on that Versace joint, and then the Migos blew up, right? He did it with Fetty Wap. He did it with Block Boy JB. He did it with Lil Baby. Like anybody who, before a lot of people know them, Drake jumps on a song with them. And I wouldn't say that that's the reason why that person blows up, but Drake know what's up, right? So here we go. We have a clip of Fivio from Brooklyn and Sosa Geek, also from Brooklyn, in Quad Studios, right? And Drake is not there, but they just got the Drake verse back, and Drake is murdering that shit, right? The beat sounds dope. It sounds like a drill beat, but it also sounds like there's like angels in the background, like oh, oh, like in the back of the music as it's going on while Drake is rapping. The shit sounds very cinematic, is what I'm saying, right? And you got Sosa Geek and Fivio up in the studio like, yo, we about to be on, right? And this is crazy, man, because like I said, yo, Drake know that Brooklyn is about to, yo, everybody in Brooklyn is eating right now, and it's just a lovely thing, right? But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.